One soft morning in Rabbit World, Benny the Bunny sat all by himself near the glistening clover pond. His long, fluffy ears, usually so perky and alert, drooped low, almost touching the damp ground. Tiny, salty tears rolled down his furry cheeks, one after another, and fell into the pond with a quiet plip, creating little ripples that spread across the water's surface. The world, usually so full of cheerful sounds, felt much too quiet for Benny today. Everything seemed gray and heavy, and a deep sadness settled in his little heart. He didn't know why, but the happy songs of Rabbit World felt very far away. A gentle breeze rustled the clover leaves, but it didn't lift Benny's spirit. He just stared at his reflection in the water, watching the sad little rabbit stare back at him. He felt so alone in his sadness, as if a big, gray cloud was hovering just over his head, blocking out all the sunshine. The chirping of the crickets and the buzzing of the bees, sounds he usually loved, now seemed distant and muffled, as if they were happening in a different world altogether. It was Luna who noticed first. Luna was a kind and observant rabbit, with fur as white as a fluffy cloud. She was on her way to find the sweetest dandelions when she saw Benny sitting so still and so forlorn. She hopped closer, her steps soft on the mossy earth, and she didn't say a word at first. She just sat down beside him, and gently, very gently, touched his paw with her own. "Your eyes are raining," she said softly, her voice as comforting as a warm blanket. She didn't ask why, and she didn't tell him to stop. She just let him know that she saw his sadness. Just then, another friend arrived. It was Momo, a cheerful and energetic bunny known for his love of adventures and sharing tasty treats. He was happily hopping along, carrying a large, green leaf piled high with juicy, red berries he had just picked. He was planning to surprise his friends, but he stopped short when he saw Benny crying and Luna sitting quietly beside him. Momo's cheerful hop slowed to a gentle walk. He carefully placed the leaf of berries on the ground and then quickly sat down on Benny's other side. He leaned in and whispered, so only Benny could hear, "Even brave rabbits feel sad sometimes." Benny sniffled, wiping his nose with the back of his paw. He felt a tiny bit of warmth spread through his chest, knowing his friends were there. He finally found his voice, which came out as a small, wobbly whisper. "The happy songs of Rabbit World feel far away today," he said, looking from Luna to Momo. "I don't know why, but my heart feels heavy, like a big stone." Luna didn't try to fix it. She just listened, her big, kind eyes full of understanding. Momo stayed close, offering the silent comfort of his presence. He nudged the leaf of berries a little closer, just in case Benny wanted one, but he didn't push. The three friends sat there together in a comfortable silence. They didn't need words. Tay, who sat watching the ripples in the pond and listening to the soft sounds of the world around them. The breeze returned, a little stronger this time, and it seemed to carry away some of the heavy stillness. Slowly, almost magically, the big gray cloud that had been hanging over Benny began to move. A few sunbeams peeked through, dappling the ground with light. The birds, who had seemed so quiet before, started to chirp their cheerful melodies again. A little ladybug landed on a clover leaf right in front of him. Benny took a deep breath, and then another. The heavy feeling in his chest started to feel a little bit lighter. His tears had dried, and a small, tentative smile began to form on his face. He looked at Luna, and then at Momo, and felt a wave of gratitude wash over him. They hadn't told him to cheer up, or asked him 100 questions. They had just been there, sharing his quiet moment of sadness. That day, sitting by the clover pond, the three friends learned a very important lesson. They learned that sadness is a part of life, but it feels so much lighter and less lonely when it's shared with kind and patient hearts.